Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Kimbo here, and it is time for the monthly update. It's insane to say that we're doing the February update already. It's like January was so long, but also flew by, and it was hella eventful, that's for sure. But yeah, just I'm a big wrestling fan, and it's just eventful as hell, that's for sure. But anyways, getting into February, shortest month of the year, but this year being a leap year. So, yeah, you know, that extra day. But got to get into it, the plans and everything. So, with these updates, I usually tell about all things Bakugan, all things Beyblade, and then the things I have planned for the channel. So, yeah, I guess let's get into it, talking about the Bakugan stuff. Basically, I think they put out like the rest of the Gen 3 anime. So, got to go back and watch that. That'll tie into things I got to do. Always got a big time roster of stuff because I always got ideas cooking up here. Y'all already know. But yeah. So the show going out. Also, Bakugan, like new Bakugan waves, I think being found in places. I have not found anything around here. Like it's been honestly like similar stuff for a while. Maybe they'll like up the inventory and there will be like new bays and or new Bakugan on the shelves and everything with this upcoming month. Sometimes it takes my area a bit longer to get stuff, but yeah, because I know there's been newer waves found and also like the show going along big time, like getting a lot of the products out there and everything. I don't know, is it just me or is the distribution for like Gen 3 definitely weird for sure? Um but yeah, anyways, I guess that's everything Bakugan wise. Spin Masters doesn't really like a set schedule for Bakugan getting released or anything, just kind of going find stuff. But yeah, anyways, that's gonna do it for the Bakugan stuff. Now getting into Beyblade. So of course Beyblade X, Unicorn Sting just getting dropped. We're really hyped about it because like having that like Gemios kind of vibe with it, but having a side for attack and defense, gear point. Um, yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a really fun bay, man. I like Leon Claw a lot. The balance with it, I love my balance and attack types. Of course, appreciate every bay like defense, stamina, etc. I love me some attack and some balance, man. Especially the unpredictable balance because it's just so diverse. But yeah, with February, getting another like one of the small random boosters. So like how they did with Viper Tail with 3 bays, they're doing so for a bay called Sphinx Cowl. High Needle with it, which is pretty cool to see. Or not High Needle, Gear Needle. We got High Needle already. Gear Needle. So like how they're doing like Gear Point, Gear Flat, Gear Needle, pretty cool to see. So just those counter attacks with the gears being lower, meant to like get those hits in if it hits the ridge on the outside, the gear ridge, getting a major startup. So using like those hits with that momentum, like the counterattacks, and getting a major windup and getting its own counterattack in. Pretty cool, man. Excited to see how Gear Needle goes. It'll probably stay in one spot big time, but then when it gets hit and it actually hits the ridge, it'll circle around and then get a major, major hit in with that defense. It's gonna be really, really cool to see how it operates and everything. But yeah, so 3 bays with that. And I think that's the big release for February. Koro will drop, and then we'll see like what's gonna get dropped for March. Maybe it'll be like a few boosters or something like that. Um, they did tease like UX, I think that's what it's called. So I don't know if we'll see the UX Bay more, because I mean it is around that time. But I'm like they started the series like last July, so are they gonna bring in like UX bays and such? Um, like with March, like March and April, because I mean that's usually when they'll start up like a new system or something will be around like March, April time. And if so, that's a pretty short window, honestly, for like the first part of Beyblade X. But yeah, we got to see how they're gonna do. Like, it's gonna be a season 2, or we just gotta wait and see how things go with Koro, because maybe they might even just switch up how the normal flow goes with it. It's still like the anime could be still Beyblade X or something, because it's supposed to have like 52 episodes, right? And I think we're at like 20 something, like about not even halfway, something like that. But regardless, I'm like, excited to see like what the future of Beyblade X holds, man. Especially with just how unpredictable and crazy the system is already, for sure, man. Like stamina and safety in the stadium definitely out the window with the extreme finish and just how fast paced it is, man. Just as long as they keep the balance with how things are now, it's really, really sick, and I'm enjoying Beyblade X a lot, for sure. And I can't wait to see what else is going to be coming. But yeah, so that's basically everything Beyblade wise. Of course, going to get caught up with the anime, but that's getting into the stuff that I planned for the channel. So plans for the channel, of course, getting caught up with the Beyblade X anime. Got a couple of episodes to watch. The Bakugan anime being the big one. Got to get caught up with Gen 3.0 because I haven't seen any of the anime at this stage. Definitely got to go and see what that's about, because like switching up from the attributes or factions to the clans, like now it's so weird just opening a Bakugan and it's red and you want to say Pyrus, but it's like, hey, it's not Pyrus. It could be a part of the Dragon Clan, or another clan, can't go just based off the colors. But yeah, we got to see how the show is. So going to get into like episode reviews for the anime itself for Bakugan Gen 3.0. Also getting caught up with Beyblade X. The BU Plus battles, of course, my metaphorical season 8, paying homage to bladers that we haven't seen in a long time. Bays that didn't show their true potential, because like some of the Hasbro exclusives are honestly really cool, but wanted to like show out their potential and everything by giving them TT parts, my Plus system and stuff. And I've seen people want me to make videos on the Plus system. I did make one before. You just got to look up like the Plus system, like Plus system mod is what I called it pretty much. And I'll probably make a version 2.0 with it, because now adding the Plus system to some of the layers themselves, showing how to do that. But of course, take care with it. I'll do another video showing that off for anybody who's interested in trying to do like the Plus system upgrades, because I like showing off the true potential of like some bays. And the Plus system, like the burst resistance, TT parts, adding some of the adhesive to some of the layers and stuff helps out their performance so much. And it shows with these battles. Like, that's why I wanted to show they're viable competitors and they hang with the other bays. That's why I had them face off against the DB bays and the BU bays a lot of last year. With those battles last year, and now facing off against one another in this series, BU Plus, showing all their potentials against one another, and doing some of the battles like with Balderov and Noctimus. Going to get into the rest with upcoming battles. You'll be seeing a bunch of those. But yeah, man, just it's such an awesome series, and these bays hang. Want to try to make these bays be viable competitors for like DB and BU, because I do the gen comparison battles. Speaking of which, I'm going to be doing Rise versus Surge. Just been waiting to get all the bays and the dust settling for the Pro Series with Surge, which the only one needed is literally Rage Luinor, which is hella freaking rare because it got basically discontinued. The Colossal Helios is the one people have been finding more, but Rage Luinor, not so much. I have not found the Pro Series version. Kind of given up on finding it, because found literally one on eBay and they're trying to sell it for like $400, and it's like, oh my god. So I'll just get like a TT one to put in with the collection or something and go about with those battles, But gonna do Rise versus Surge, and then I'll do like Surge versus Super King, and then like Surge versus Quad Drive, probably Surge versus Quad Strike 2, depending, like just seeing how they perform, all that good stuff. So comparing the different gens for Hasbro, and then the gens for TT, which are the ones I'm doing last, but I'm building up to those, I always like building up to the big time climax or the finale, that being like DB versus BU, the strongest bays that TT actually made for Beyblade Burst, and then like my BU Plus system being put in the mix too. So like DB versus BU Plus, BU versus BU Plus, those battles and such, man. But yeah. Also, Ice Stadium battles with BU, because the winter being more mild last year, so wanted to do like BU battles in the Ice Stadium, which you've seen over the last few weeks. Going to be doing more of those, basically treating it a little bit like a tournament, because got to see how strong all the bays are. And BU has just such an insane stacked roster. So many bays to go through. But I love these battles so far in the Ice Stadium. They're always amazing because they turn basic Beyblade physics on their head and switches up everything. A bay that you'd think wouldn't do that well in the Ice Stadium, that doesn't do well in a normal stadium, performing better in the Ice Stadium. Already seen big time cases for it, for sure. But more of those battles. Also, anybody who's a Bakugan fan, I apologize for there not being that much Bakugan content. Like I said, haven't found any new products or such in the stores. I'm still a big time fan. I love Gen 2. And with that being said, more deck profiles. So anybody who's a big time fan of Gen 2, I'm going to be making more Bakugan Pro deck profiles. I've got 111 of them on here if you want to go and check them out. They're all on a playlist. And there's going to be more added, because finally got like the cores and everything. So able to make the profiles and such once again. And it's going to be freaking awesome. I can't wait to deck build, dude. It's going to be sick. Also got plans for Metal Fight Beyblade. Not completely done. just the last part of what I have planned involves 3D printing. And I think steps are being made to where it's going to be a reality, being able to finish my MFB Homage series. So, yeah, Berserker Byakko, Guardian Garudus, Phantom Fenrir, 3 bays that were never made. 3D printing them, getting them made some way, shape, or form. When that happens, whenever that happens, prepare to see more MFB Homage series battles and more MFB battles. But literally, things are on just a hold until those 2 bays get made. Because Byakko, Zera made Byakko. Also, Benchblade recently did his own interpretation on Berserker Byakko, if interested. And he might be working on Garudus and Fenrir, the other 2 that were never made. And if so, that's the answer, man. Being able to get those bays and such and get them 3D printed, which would be hype, man. I want to do the battles so bad because I love even 0G. But just like some of the things not being actually made by TT, involving 3D printing, taking more time, more money, etc. You know. But yeah, so that's like the long-term scheme of things. Once I get through the big-time battles, comparing the gens with Burst, after getting through the BU Ice Stadium battles and the BU Plus battles, that's going to be a pause on Burst stuff for a while, honestly, except for the skits, because that's the next big-time thing planned, getting into the skit series, because I do the, the Burst skits, and getting back into that full-fledged with just a bunch of other projects I wanted to get done before that. But, adding more pieces to the puzzle and everything, and still got a long-term idea here. And I'll say this. The skits inspired these gloves. The logo for the channel this year is inspired by a big event. I'll just say that. Thought big time about things with this year, and there's a very special event that's going to be happening this year. But yeah, man. Anyways, I guess that's basically it for the channel update. I know a little bit longer of an update, 12 minutes, but still a lot of things planned, and even some of these plans might spill over after this month, going into March and, into the springtime, like winter, spring plans with this. But, yeah, so stay tuned. I know I got to get the random booster with Wyvern Gale. Plans on getting that for sure. But, yeah, y'all already know. So much planned. Stay tuned. Lots of content coming for sure. But anyways, that's going to do it, you guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content because I upload daily. And if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. So yeah, guys, till next time, it is your boy Kimbo signing off. See you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Till then, stay awesome and cool shoot. Or let it rip. Or Bakugan Brawl. I'm up out of here.